Hey guys, this is Christopher with another Onshape tutorial. In this video I'll be demonstrating how to use the Revolve tool. So first, like the extrude tool, we need to first create a sketch, and I'll just put it in the top panel, the top plane. And the two things we need to make a sketch, or to make a revolve, would be an object and an axis for it to revolve around. First I'm going to create my part, my object here in the sketch, and we would need an axis for it to revolve around, except that I'm going to use one of these already existing lines as the axis. Later I'll add one in to show you how you can change it with an axis outside the part. But for now, I'm going to add some constraints in here, and then dimension this so that it is fully defined. Now it's all black, we can't move any of this, and it's fully defined. So we have our object here, and we also have an axis that we'll be using as that line. And with the Revolve tool, we need to first select this, and then select the axis we'll be using to revolve around. And now it is revolved completely around that axis. We could also choose different axes to yield different results, but I'll stick with this one for right now. So that is a full revolution around that axis with that sketch. We could also change this to a different angle. We could make this 90 degrees, and we would just get a quarter of a circle, or any other angle that we want for just the slice. But most of the time you'll be using a full revolution. So now, if we go back to our sketch, we can change this so that we have a different axis rather than this one. So we can just use a regular line as the axis, and I'll make it parallel to this and define that distance. Now this line right here is not actually part of a group of lines that create a solid object or a closed polygon. So we just have it there for reference, and in that case we will turn it into a construction line. It is dotted and dashed, and construction lines are just for reference. They will not actually contribute to an extrusion. So for example, if we made a rectangle out of these these dashed lines, it's not solid like this one is. That's because we wouldn't be able to extrude it, because they are all construction lines. So we have this reference construction line here for our axis, and whenever we edit our revolve by double clicking on it, we can select this over here and re-choose the axis, which I'll choose as that, and now it's revolving lower and we have a hole in our part. This is because the axis is outside of the part rather than touching it, and you can see that the outside diameter is also larger because it's farther away from the axis. So that's what happens when you have an external axis that's not touching your part. You get a hole through it. So you might be thinking at this point that really the revolve isn't anything different, because we could make the same exact part with just the extrude tool by creating two circles and then extruding it up, and then two more circles and extruding up again, and we could make this same exact part without a revolve. But what you can't do without a revolve, one thing that you can't do would be if this axis was angled from any of these. So if we make a new axis at an angle, and it can be a construction line, and then dimension it now we have it fixed in that position, and when we do the revolve, right now it's giving us an error because we deleted the first axis and it doesn't know which one to use, so we just need to reselect our axis. And now you can see that we've made this new part with an angled axis. And you can see that this would definitely not be possible to make with a normal extrude tool, because there's angles everywhere and you just wouldn't be able to do it very easily. You may be able to do it with draft angles and everything, but it's a lot easier if you just use the revolve. So that is where the revolve tool is useful. It's also useful for more complex parts, even if you have a straight axis. So for example, if we had just revolving around here, if we had a part that was like this, and I'm not going to fully define it, but if we had a part like that and we revolved it, we could do the same method with the extrude tool, but we would have to do it 5 times to make this part. But with the revolve tool, we can do it with a single sketch and a single revolve, rather than 5 sketches and 5 extrudes. So that is how to use the revolve tool and why it's useful. So I hope you learned a lot from this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe.